This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Happy Super Bowl Sunday, St. Louis. The day is finally here. Right now, we're taking a live look at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, where the Chiefs and 49ers will face off in less than 9 hours. And this afternoon at 1, Missouri Governor Mike Parson will meet with California Governor Gavin Newsom to exchange gifts before the Super Bowl. That should be interesting. And it's actually a rematch of Super Bowl 54 4 years ago. Fun fact. And today, we want to know who you're rooting for. Looks like right now, 69% of y'all say the Kansas City Chiefs, 31% say the 49ers. Throughout the morning, that has changed. We're getting more 49ers up and about.
We are.
Haven't we, Tracy?
We are.
Well, you can still cast your vote. Just head to kck.com/vote. And good morning. It's Sunday, February 11th. We got our foam fingers. Tracy
ready
and
to
I.
go.
We're ready to go. I'm Mercedes McKay. Travis Cummings does have the day off. He's in New Orleans celebrating Mardi Gras. Yeah. But Tracy is here with us today, and she is sporting the best shirt I've ever seen in my life, I'm pretty sure.
It was a giveaway.
Okay.
And when I saw Gary bring it home from a Chiefs game, I said, that's not staying. Is it? And he said, no, it's the best shirt ever. And he would be correct.
Did you wear it last year too?
Well, you have to.
You have to.
You have to. I don't know when else you could wear this. A nice steak dinner, Valentine's Day, church,
Yeah.
job interviews. There are so many choices.
So many choices.
For this shirt.
Yes. Well, what's the weather going to look like?
Today I'll wear it for the weather forecast.
There you go.
We are going to, currently we're watching on the radar view some snow that's forming over Texas and Oklahoma and into Kansas. So this all that's impacting the Panhandle region right now, that's going to make its way up to us here. So let's go ahead and track this out together here. We'll watch this timestamp. Here's about 9 o'clock in the morning, rain for the metro, snow creeping its way up along Interstate 44. That then continues to shift to the south. Here's about 4 o'clock here as it spreads over into Illinois with a little bit more freezing rain there, still impacting my southern counties for the most part of the metro area, and then that starts to slide out of the way by 10 o'clock. Coming up, I'll outline what today is going to look like for your Super Bowl plans. The sun isn't going to stick around, but it is going to be on the cool side.
Thanks, Tracy. This morning, a man is in the hospital and another is dead after a head-on crash in Florissant. It happened around 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon along New Halls Ferry Road. Our Annie Krall spoke with neighbors just moments after the crash.
It's just a bad scene. It make you feel sad just looking at it.
At the intersection of Newcastle Drive and New Halls Ferry Road, 2 cars crashed on Saturday. One flipped over completely. Missouri State Highway Patrol says it started when a car driven by 55-year-old Virgil Shivers drove into oncoming traffic and hit Gary Bozeman's car head on. The 71-year-old Bozeman died. He was not wearing a seatbelt. Shivers was taken to the hospital. Neighbors in North St. Louis County telling us they heard what sounded like an explosion outside their front door a little after 1 in the afternoon. Hours later, onlookers upset with the lack of medical first responders present.
I just wonder how come they haven't sent for our emergency services, not an ambulance or a fire department here at all.
By 5:30 p.m., you can see here one of the cars finally being flipped over and the resulting crunch. I'm standing just beside New Halls Ferry Road where tow crews are, one, flipping that car back over, but also secondly, putting the other vehicle back up onto the bed. Now, when I spoke with neighbors, they told me, of course, they're heartbroken by that fatality, but also concerned about what comes next.
Keep your eyes open and pay attention to what you're doing, and mostly watch these other drivers, because there's a lot of them out here that are not paying attention to what they're doing.
For about 20 years, Melvin Taylor has driven through this intersection every day, warning that speeding drivers make it very dangerous. Reporting in St. Louis County, Annie Krall, 5 on your side.
Police have not said if speeding caused that crash. We will update you as we learn more information. Right now, a woman is recovering after someone shot her in the leg in Soulard yesterday. It happened just before 7 p.m., just hours after the Mardi Gras parade at South 7th Street in Marion near Social Bar and Grill. She was treated at SLU Hospital and is expected to be okay. Right now, police have not said what led up to the shooting or anything about a suspect. And this morning, we now know the name of a man who was killed in his Midtown apartment Friday afternoon. Police say around 2 p.m., 42-year-old Jeffrey Holmes and his neighbor were in an argument when the neighbor pulled a gun and shot him. Holmes was taken to the hospital where he later died, and the suspect is currently in custody. Well, this morning, the Crystal City community is grieving the loss of a teenager shot and killed in South City just last month. Last night, they held a memorial for Dalton Piacek. The 15-year-old died in January after a gun went off inside his home over on Missouri Avenue. Relatives say Dalton was kind, loved music, and was always willing to help his family.
But I look around and I see the multitude of children that are being killed. And you always think, that poor family, and then it hits your own. So it just kind of tears you up.
While police say his death was accidental, his family thinks otherwise. They say 2 other teens were there when he was shot. Investigators say they're still looking into the incident. Anyone with information should contact police. As we start a new week, there are 3 stories to know about. Missouri lawmakers want to make it a felony for any person to flee from police while committing a crime. They're naming the proposed legislation Valentine's Law after St. Louis County Detective Antonio Valentine. 2 years ago, Valentine was killed in a head-on collision with a stolen car. The proposal will be announced Wednesday in Jefferson City. Then on Thursday, SSM Health St. Mary's Hospital is hosting a free drive-through food bank. Starting at 9 a.m., you can stop by for a mix of fresh and non-perishable foods. The event is first come, first serve, and organizers do ask you to make some extra space in your car for any food you'd like to take home. Well, if you'd like to learn a new language, the St. Louis Public Library is hosting an American Sign Language class. Now, each lesson will be led by a CODA, and that's someone who grew up in a deaf household. It's Saturday at the Buter Library over on Hampton Avenue, and those lessons run from 2 to 3:30 p.m.